Stop fraying. Pick a fight with fabric that frays, and you can end with a frazzled seamstress. Learning just a few tips on how to stop fabric from fraying will help keep your nerves intact and stop you from unraveling. Keep that special piece of fabric from disappearing before your very eyes. Using nail polish and handy lighter. If you want an instant solution to stop fraying in your denim, then use nail polish and a handy lighter. You have to apply the nail polish on the fray area of your denim and wait until it hardens. This will help your denim to stay intact and away from fraying for a few years until it wears off. Moreover, you can use a handy lighter to burn the denim threads and seal them. You can seal up any signs of fray threads that started to form in your denim. Using fabric glue and fray stop. You can use fabric glue or hot glue as an effective method to stop fraying. You have to apply the fabric glue over the fray areas in your denim and let it dry. Moreover, you can use liquid fray sprays as they are most effective on bulkier fabric. As your denim is a fine and strong fabric material, utilizing a fray stop can easily solve its fraying problem. Whether you use the fray stop, liquid will enable you to stop your denim threads from unraveling. You can use these fray stop liquids through spray or squeeze nozzles. If you want efficient and precise results by stopping fraying, you can use the squeeze nozzle. In addition, you must remember to cut down the edges of your denim immediately before using any of these products. Using bias tape bound edges. One of the most important methods to stop fraying without sewing is using bias tape. You have to take a strip of bias tape and keep it in between the two raw edges of the denim. If the raw edges are sandwiched enough, it will stop fraying. This method is most suitable for denim jackets as the bias-bound edges work efficiently on hems and tricky edges. Making wide seams and using hem tape. In this method, you'll have to widen the seam allowance of your denim fabric. So, start cutting the sheer fabric for a more comprehensive seam allowance. For instance, if you add an extra 1 cm of fabric and alter the seam allowance from 1.5 cm to 2.5 cm, it will reduce some frayed edges. Moreover, you can utilize this wider seam allowance to make a French seam. In this step, you have to work on the inside of your denim garment to enclose the seam allowance. Then, you can use hem tape to the frayed area with a new seam and trim the remaining frayed edges. Ironing the edges. In this step, you have to iron the interfacing of your pattern pieces and their edges. This ironing method will seal the edges of the fabric and help reduce or eliminate any form of fraying. Then, you can line up the raw edges of the denim fabric to press and fuse them together. In addition, if you're using lightweight, custom-made denim pants, then follow a tip. You can use the interfacing glue strip on the side up of your ironing board. Stitching the seams. Finally, you will have to make a French seam with the inside fold of your denim fabric. Then, you have to sew it along the side with a seam allowance. Next, you can trim down the seam between for alleviating the interfacing. Thus, you will find no signs of fraying in the end results.